things change, the more they stay the same. Boundaries shift, new players step in, but power always finds a place to rest its head. We fought and bled alongside the Russians. We should have known they'd hate us for it. History is written by the victor, and here I am thinking we'd won. But you bring down one enemy and they find someone even worse to replace him. Locations change, the rationale, the objective. Yesterday's enemies are today's recruits. Train them to fight alongside you, and pray they don't eventually decide to hate you for it too. Same shit, different day. You know what I'm looking for, Sergeant Foley. Keep your eyes open.
Got a new batch hit in the pit today, sir. I'll send you the best I find. Welcome to Pull the Trigger 101. Private Allen here is going to do a quick weapons demonstration to show you locals how it's done. No offense, but I see a lot of you guys firing from the hip and spraying bullets all over the range. You don't end up hitting the damn thing and it makes you look like an ass. Private Allen, show them what I'm talking about. Grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you. Turn around and fire at the targets. You see what I mean? He sprayed bullets all over the damn place. You've got to pick your targets by aiming deliberately down your sights from a stable stance. Private Allen, show our friends here how the Rangers take down a target. Crouch first, then aim down your sight at the target. That's all there is to it. You want your targets to go down? You gotta aim down your sight. Now, if your target is behind light cover, remember that certain weapons can penetrate and hit your target. The private here will demonstrate. Last but not least, you need to know how to toss a frag grenade. Private Allen, pick up some frag grenades from the table. Toss the grenade down the range to take out several targets at once. Good. Note that frags tend to roll on sloped surfaces, so think twice before tossing one uphill. All right. Thanks for the help, Private Allen. Now get over to the pit. General Shepard wants to see you run the course. All right. Who wants to go first? Show me what you've learned so far.
Hey, Private. Welcome back to the pit. Heard General Shepard wants to pull a shooter from our unit for some special op. Anyway, he's up there in observation. Okay, good. So you already got your sidearm. Do me a favor, try switching to your sidearm. You see how fast that was? Remember, switching to your pistol's always faster than reloading. Well, smile for the cameras and don't miss. Shepard's gonna be watching. Best shooter gets to join the Prima Donna squad, if that's your thing. Okay, head on in. Timer starts as soon as the first target pops. You looked okay out there, but you still need some work. Okay, head upstairs to regroup with your team, or you can go back in and run the course again. All right,
All
head
Hunter
upstairs,
units,
regroup
get
with
to
the
your
others.
victors. We're headed out.
Let's move the damn bridge. We gotta move. Everyone get to your vehicles. We're moving out.
We are the most powerful military force in the history of man. Every fight is our fight. Because what happens over here matters over there. We don't get to sit one out. Learning to use the tools of modern warfare is the difference between the prospering of your people and utter destruction. We can't give you freedom, but we can give you the know-how to acquire it. And that, my friends, is worth more than a whole army base of steel. Sure, it matters who's got the biggest stick, but it matters a hell of a lot more who's swinging it. This is a time for heroes, a time for legends. History is written by the victors. Let's get to work.
Get up, Private Allen! Rangers lead the way! Move!
Keep up the pressure on those RPG teams. If that bridge layer gets hit, we're swimming to water. Alan, switch to the M203.
Warlord, this is Hunter 2-1, requesting airstrike at Bridge 252171. Target is a white 12-story apartment building. Over.
Drop some rounds on across the river.
Hunter 2-1, this is Warlord. Solid copy. I have Devil 1-1, flight of 2 F-15s online. Stand by for relay. Hunter 2-1. Devil 1-1, flight of 2 F-15s, time on station 15 miles, holding at 3 Sierra Northwest, holding area 9, carrying 2 G-Dams and 2 horns, over.
On the bridge, 10 o'clock on.
Standing by. Devil 1-1, target is a flight 12-story apartment building at Grid 252171. I need you to level that building. How copy, over? Solid copy, Hunter 2-1. Rolling it now. Target acquired.
Which building is it, sir?
It's that tall one at 1 o'clock.
Hey, which building? The one at 1 o'clock. Hey, Dave, which one is it? Is it the one on the left or the right?
The one on the left.
Hey, isn't this danger close for the task force?
Come on, since when does Shepard care about being close?
That's what I'm talking about! Whoa! Get some, baby! Woo! Italian is Oscar Mike!
All right, we're Oscar Mike.
Oh, look, the building's going down.
Woo! Big for this one! Keep dreaming, Spielberg!
Hunter 2, breaking away.
Copy, Hunter 2.
All Hunter 2 victors, keep an eye out for civvies. We're not clear to engage unless they fire first. Scan the rooftops for hostiles. Stay frosty.
You see anything? I got nothing, dude. This place is dead.
Overlord, Hunter 2-1. We're passing Tunnel Harvey. Cross Street Elizabeth.
Roger that, Hunter 2-1. Proceed with caution.
All right, stay frosty, you guys. This is the Wild West.
Roger that.
Watch those alleys.
Covering.
Balcony, 12 o'clock. Probable militia.
Are they armed?
Negative. They're just watching us.
I bet they're scouting us.
Yeah, but that don't mean we can shoot them.
Can you see him? Can you see him?
I don't see Jack!
All Hunter victors. This is Sergeant Foley. Prepare to engage. We're taking sniper fire from multiple directions.
Speed him up!
We got a ton of contacts front and back.
Let's go!
Get the hell away from those windows and secure the top floor! Move! Move! Get a flashbang in there!
I'm moving!
102-1 to 102-3. I have eyes on the school. Over.
2-1, we are combat ineffective here! We are taking heavy fire to the school! Can you assist? Over!
Keep it together, 2-3. We're on the way. 2-1 out. Squad, on me, let's go! Second floor window, on the right. 102-3. 102-1. We're in the school. Heavy resistance.
Copy that, 102-1.
Keep moving! We need to take the heat off of 102-3.
Come on!
102-1, this is 102-3. Thanks for the assist. We're leaving Clover.
Roger that, 2-3.
Contact! Second floor window on the left! Shoot the second floor window!
102-1, this is 102-3. Thanks for the assist. We're leaving Clover.
Roger that, 2-3.
Class now.
Roger that. Run into that classroom. 102-1 actual to Overlord.
102-1 actual, this is Overlord. Send traffic.
The school is secure and locked. Get locked up.
Solid copy, 102-1 actual. Proceed with caution to the rally point. EPWs may still be in the area, over.
Roger that, Overlord. Out. Suspect! Let's get to that rally point!
Use my helicopter. Gentlemen, good work on taking the town. Private Allen, you'll be taking orders from me from now on. I'll brief you on the chopper. Let's go.
Battalion is Oscar Mike!
How do I look?
Like one of the bad guys. Perfect for your undercover assignment.
So Makarov is the prize.
Makarov's no prize. He's a whore. A mad dog killer for the highest bidder. Just remember your new identity. It'll keep you alive. Welcome to the 141. Best hand-picked group of warriors on the planet.
It's an honor, sir. When do I meet the rest of the team?
They're on a mission recovering a downed ACS module behind enemy lines.
Their feet wet?
Imagine they're just about freezing right now.
Break's over, Roach. Let's go.
Stay here and spot me. Wait for my go. All right, the ice is good. Follow me. Good luck, mate. I'll see you on the far side.
Hold on! Don't let go!
Check your heartbeat sensor. You should be able to see me on the scope. That blue dot is me. Any unrecognized contacts will show up as white dots. Roach, these Muppets have no idea we're here. Let's take this nice and slow. You take the one on the left. On three. 1, 2, 3. On three. 1, 2, 3. Nice work. Up. Let's split up. I'll use the thermal scope and provide overwatch from this ridge. Use the cover of the storm to enter the base. You'll be a ghost in this blizzard, so the guards won't see you until you're very close. Keep an eye on your heartbeat sensor. Good luck. Alright, I've tapped into their comms. Head southeast and plant your C4 at the fueling station. We may need to go to Plan B if things go south.
Сегодня всему новому составу прибыть на поле занятия и для тестировки в 14 часов.
There's a truck coming. Stay out of sight.
Лейтенант Павлов, к первому ангару. Подойдите к первому ангару.
I'll take this one. Roach, the fueling station is near the northeast corner of the runway.
Отряд по ремонту, будьте готовы к прибытию самолета. Это Ми-29 с поврежденным фюзеляжем и с утечкой топлива.
Hold up. I'm seeing some activity on the runway. Looks like 20-plus foot mobiles headed your way. The truck's coming. That's the fueling station.
Запасные детали для двигателя самолета прибыли в погрузочный док. Нам нужно, чтобы вы расписались за них. Благодарю
No
заранее.
kills, no lefts. Impressive, Roach. I'm picking up more radio traffic about the satellite. Stand by. Got it. Sounds like the satellite's in the far hangar. Brace you there. Oscar Mike, out.
Капитана Коновалова вызывают к пункту охраны. Капитана Коновалова к пункту охраны.
Picking up large heat signatures near the tower. Could be BMPs. I'd avoid that area. That BMP's got thermal sights. Get the hell out of there.
Я персонально ее попробовал. Я надеюсь, ты не против.
Roach, I'm waiting behind the hangars at the southwest corner of the runway.
Кто взял мой бутерброд со стола, со склада? Ты знаешь, кто ты? Верни обратно, верблюдок!
Took a scenic route, eh? Let's go.
Go upstairs and look for the ACS module. Roach, I've been compromised. Keep a low profile and hold your fire.
This is Major Petrov! Come out with your hands up! You have 5 seconds to comply!
Roach, go to Plan B.
4 3
Stay close and hug the wall. We use the mix for cover and crush the tarmac to the southeast.
Roach,
take that snowmobile. Let's get the hell out of here.
Kilo 6-1, the primary exfil point is compromised. We're en route to back up LZ using enemy transport. Meet us there, over. Bravo 6, this is Kilo 6-1. Roger that, out. All tangos there! Get that runner! Go, go! Don't slow down! Keep moving or you're dead! Go, go, go!
Rest of Task Force 141 brought in the ACS, Alan. 2 men took down an entire base. I ask much more from you now. Yesterday you were a soldier on the front lines, but today, front lines are history. Uniforms are relics. The war rages everywhere, and there will be casualties. This man, Makarov, is fighting his own war and he has no rules, no boundaries. He doesn't flinch at torture, human trafficking, or genocide. He's not loyal to a flag or a country or any set of ideals. He trades blood for money. He's your new best friend. You don't want to know what it's cost already to put you next to him. It will cost you a piece of yourself. It will cost nothing compared to everything you'll save.